sure if I want to post that or make a long form video, but there's no reason why I can't do both. So, first of all, I need to remove some of the leftover makeup I have on, because when you've had a day and you're wearing makeup, you don't always feel like going to the effort of 100% taking it off, you know. An update on my eyebrow tattoo removal. It's really going, it's getting gone. Like, it's actually, this one is like basically gone. It's just got a tiny shadow left. This one you can actually still see a bit of that. But yeah, when you've had a day. Okay, so yesterday I had a day. You know, like, first of all, I'll define what I think is a day. It's like when one thing goes wrong, and then it's like a domino effect. It just seems to just cascade the series of events, where just a series of unfortunate events. This is an iced oat caramel latte, if you're wondering. It's extremely delicious. Yeah, and it really was like that. It's like, if you don't laugh, you will cry, and it did culminate in me literally crying on the kitchen floor, an ode to Trisha Paytas. By the end of the night. But when you have to get up the next day and you have to just move on and you have to continue with your life, what do you do? So first of all, I think the main thing is literally just ending the day, like putting a closing to that. Just using my usual sunscreen, Oasis Healthy Family Sunscreen SPF 30. Like actually closing that chapter down. And that can look different for everyone, right? Depending on what relaxes you, what soothes you, what kind of bedtime routine you usually have. And if you can do that, or if you're literally so exhausted that you can only do a shell of that. For example, I would usually have a shower every night, and I was just way too exhausted to even stand up in the shower. Anyway, long story short, I had a couple of samples of shower gel, and I just used that in the sink, because it's like a minute, and it was so invigorating, so comforting to have something with a really strong, delicious scent. Just the fact that it was like, like it just enveloped the senses, and it was such like literally a cleansing moment. Obviously, if you can manage to have a shower or a bath, that's optimal. Form of just really cleansing yourself of the day. But if that's all you can manage, then that's all you can manage, like me. After these samples run out, which they'll probably last me a while, because I'm treating them like treasure, maybe I should actually consider getting myself a little something as like a nice treat to end the day, particularly if it's been a day. Going in with my Dermacool makeup cover, the lightest shade. I did manage to wash my face. I just didn't remove like the waterproof parts of my makeup, so I was really proud of that. Put on my skincare, again, huge achievement. And so I took that and I just sunk into it like a warm bath. Like it was just like, oh my god, I've needed this. I've needed this all day and I couldn't get it. And I just literally just sat and just kind of sighed out the day. After that, I filmed that short that I may or may not have to tell you a long version, but which was just a really nice way to speak what had happened, which is also another way of just decompressing. Acknowledge it and move through it. Some people might find that helpful, like literally just a voice note, or filming yourself, or journaling it down, or talking to someone on the phone. I don't know, just whatever floats your boat. But yeah, for me that's really useful to just talk about it. And then what did I do? Oh, I actually did a hypnosis journey with Jamie is the channel, and she is an amazing hypnotherapist, and her videos are so soothing. I often struggle to focus long enough on a hypnosis video, like unless I'm going to sleep. But she uploaded a new one, and she had waves in the background, and it was so soothing, and the words that she was saying were like exactly what I needed to hear in that moment, and they just hit the spot for me. It was so soothing, it was so relaxing, and I watched the video all the way through, so that was awesome. Then I felt like, okay, I've now processed what I needed to process and kind of decompressed enough that then I can move on to my usual like nighttime activities, watching TV, having an ice cream, spending time with my partner. I really value my night times like with kids, and now it's the school holidays. That nighttime part of my day is like the only time that I just get for me, or just for me and my partner. So that's really important to me. So I want to stay up long enough to enjoy that. So that's what I did. And it was kind of just like a good night of, hey, we survived that. We've done what we can do to decompress and relax and feel better. And now let's try to get some deep rest and hope for a better day tomorrow, because that's really all you can do. That's really all you can do. I've realised that I've completely stopped doing my makeup. But no, truly, that's sometimes all you can do is just wash the day away and move on to tomorrow. Did you move? I'm not sure if you moved. You're gonna stay there? Okay. Yeah, and then that was that. Today, I've woken up just hungover from yesterday. Not literally. I didn't drink last night, but emotionally, physically, and my body, and my mind, I'm just exhausted and done. I don't really want to put colour on my lips, but I don't have my lip balm yet. So we do what we can. Yeah, so basically, I guess what I'm saying or suggesting, I mean, who am I to suggest anything really? I'm not an expert on it. But I'm just saying, try and put a stop at the end of the day, at the end of the night. offload the day and kind of try and digest it a little bit before you go to sleep, I think it's beneficial. Using my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the colour Hot Chocolate for my brows. Yeah, it's just about what you can do to kind of clean the slate a little bit and kind of like cope with the day. If something really horrible has happened during that day, I always think like around rituals that can help support us and not being traumatized by things that happen. I am reading I think it's an interesting book at the moment. I might talk about it more later, but it's right there. I Feel Love by Rachel Newer. I'm going to guess how to say her last name. N-U-W-E-R. I Feel Love. It's about how MDMA can be used in therapy to benefit patients. And there was a quote in there, and it was like, trauma isn't what happens to us, it's what happens inside of us. So in the same way that two people can experience a seemingly traumatic or not even seemingly traumatic event, the nervous system can process that in different ways between the two people, and one of them might go on to develop, trauma from that event, even PTSD even, and the other person will not, even though they experience the exact same thing. So that speaks to how we support ourselves and how others support us around negative experiences that we have. And yeah, I think that there's a lot to be said about that. So I think if something really horrible has happened when you've had a day, I think that it's really important to not just shut down and shut it off, but actually to try and process and cushion and like support yourself around what happened. Acknowledge that it happened. Hopefully you have someone you can talk to about it, someone you can process it with. But if not, or also in addition to, just loving on yourself a little bit more squishily, like a child, like a wounded animal, just cushioning yourself, creating the kind of environment where you can actually process rather than have things be stuck and trapped from whatever happened, I don't know, it's hard because I'm trying to speak so broadly to so many different experiences that could have occurred, but this video isn't necessarily about having a really traumatic day, whatever that may mean to you, whatever, but it's just like, more in general. I don't know, that might be useful for someone. Who knows? Shh. My dog is doing chicken barks because she's heard a car door. Yeah. And then having something nice to do the next day. How you take care of yourself during the hangover period. So I got up and I needed my kids to be quiet. To be quite honest with you, when I immediately got up in the morning, they absolute chaos, and I was just like, I need you guys to go play outside. Because I feel overwhelmed, and I will communicate that to my kids. Like, I will be like, I'm feeling this, and I need this. I think it's really healthy to model that kind of communication. And created this little morning ritual where my partner and I will have coffee together in the dining room, and we call it the Sunshine Cafe because we have a coffee machine. So it's like having a barista coffee in a cafe. But we sit at the dining table, and the morning sun pours in that window, and we just absorb the sunshine. We chat, we drink coffee, we listen to the radio, and it's become this beautiful morning ritual and routine. For when we still have the sunshine in the mornings, and I did that. I did that today, and we talked about how we can support each other. And yeah, it was just lovely, and I'm very pleased that my mom has taken the kids to a playground this morning. So I've had some time to quickly do like a very rapid cleanup of the house, and also just sit down, film a video, which is one of the things I love to do when I have some alone time, and just take a breath, take some time to be alone, which feels really good. So I hope something in this video may have been useful to you. I hope you take really good care of yourself. I'm going to end the video here because my phone battery is failing. I'm just going to finish off my last few bits of makeup. I'm just doing my mascara and a bit of blush. And then I might just sit in the sun, finish my drink. I'd love to read a bit, but I've misplaced my glasses. Anyway, I hope you can do something today, or tonight, or whenever it may be, that nourishes